everyone, and welcome to another painting. If you're a subscriber, thank you for coming back, and if you're not subscribed, hopefully by the end of the video you're convinced enough to subscribe. I have a 16 by 20 inch canvas here, but you could try any size canvas at home if you're going to paint this. I mainly used different values of purple and some orange to create this painting, but again, you could use any color you want. One note on the sky before we go ahead and watch the video: I did an extended version of the sky in a separate video, so if you're interested in seeing more of the sky footage, the link is below and at the end of the video, so you can go ahead and do that. If you're just interested mostly on the landscape itself, you can watch the video, and I try to include most of the elements and most of the important brush strokes in the paint in the video, and hopefully you will like it. And let's go ahead and watch the video, and thank you for being here. Don't forget like, subscribe and share to support the channel. Take care and enjoy the video. So we're gonna start from we're done here and we're gonna move up. So I'm gonna use my orange first, and I'm gonna drop in some of this orange. So the horizon line is very low in here, and we're gonna go ahead and get a soft blend here. The canvas is completely dry now, and the base coat for the sky is set. We have orange at the bottom, some purple on top, and a little blue. I'm gonna go ahead and dab into my mix that I've made. Okay, you don't want to pick up a lot of paint, just a bit. And we're gonna come over here and just drop some soft clouds. Alright, so we continue the same process, and this is what we got so far. So we're gonna go ahead, pick up some of that sky color, mix it together with the mix that we had, and come down here and try to blend the bottom of these clouds into the sky. This is the most basic technique: soft brush, dry brush effect. If you really want to achieve realism with acrylic and clouds, you gotta be spending a lot of time. And if it's an enjoyable process for you, why not? But definitely for a demonstration, sometimes it doesn't work. I'm just gonna try to soften the base of these clouds by bringing in the sky color into them. If you like this technique and if you decide to do it at home, just know this brush is very soft brush. You can do it with bristle brushes. A brush like something like this. This is very tough brush. This is very soft. So your brush has to be a mop brush, a very soft brush for this technique to work. And make sure your brush doesn't have a lot of paint on it. Okay, just pick up a little bit at a time. And as you see up here, sometimes just this will suffice, just something like that, the suggestion of cloud, very soft indication. Just here we go, right here. Maybe that will be enough, that kind of details in a painting, if the sky is not the focal point. Alright, I think I stop at this point. I think the idea is pretty much clear that what you do. Doing more of the same is not going to add into the value of demonstration. It's basically the same idea over and over and over until you kind of happy with the outcome. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and remove the tape. And if you'd like to see a more extended version of this guy, I'm gonna upload it with this video at the same time. So maybe part 1, part 2, something like that. So you can go ahead and watch it. For back there, I'm gonna use some of my purple and some of the sky color mixed in with maybe some burnt umber. This distance trees. Now I'm gonna go ahead, pick up some of my sky color, mix in with some burnt umber, some of that purple, made it lighter. This is still too dark. Make a lighter version of that, something like that. And just fade it away. Some indication of distance trees. Now I'm gonna go ahead, pick up some lighter version of the purple and touch the top. Illusion of maybe some snow in the distance. Some black and purple applied to the base. And maybe we go a little bit darker as we move to the foreground. Some indication of these trees, really shapes. I'm not painting trees. Some purple and black, maybe some even burnt umber mixed in. Maybe a little more black and burnt umber and some purple darker value in front of these things. It creates layers, you know. And I'm gonna pick up some of that burnt umber and darker value and just blend this area together. Just like that. Now with the same brush, some black, some umber, and maybe a touch of that purple. I'm going to go ahead, drop maybe two evergreen trees over here. Maybe they come up to here. Now I can use a fan brush for this as well. It's up to you. Whatever brush you want to use. This is a bit too light. I'm going to go darker. The tree is going to get highlighted with the snow, and once I go over the dark, you're probably not going to appreciate, not going to see much, but once we drop some snow on it, you can see it. Now with my wash brush and some of that dark, some of that burnt umber, and some of that black, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some, just block this area. We're gonna have more trees in here. Now I'm gonna go ahead with some of that purple, just highlight the top of these trees. They're gonna be distant looking trees right behind the cabin, so I'm just gonna indicate few, maybe indication of snow sitting on them. Maybe this one in the back as well. I'm gonna go ahead, pick up some of that light purple and indicate a few snow-covered trees over here, basically by tapping. Picking up some color and just tapping here. I really don't need dark because I have dark over there. So create some trees. Now we can go ahead, pick up some black and a liner brush and just indicate a few branches and trunks over here for this tree. I'm going to continue with the highlight. Maybe like a big one over here. And just blend it. Use the dark that we applied over there for the base. And go ahead and apply some highlight. Just like so. Alright, we're going to continue, but before we go ahead and paint the rest of the elements, I'm going to go ahead and fix this tree because it's just a giant piece of mess. I was going to say something else, but let's go ahead and fix this. I'm going to pick up some black and some brown. Gotta stop laughing. Let's go ahead and fix this giant tree. Just gonna paint it with some underpainting of dark underpainting. Just using burnt umber and black. Okay, now I'm gonna pick up some of my purple and maybe a little black, make a dark tone for it, and we're gonna go ahead and apply some color into this tree. Let's just start from the top. I'm using a round brush. Applying some color here, impression of some snow sitting on this tree. There, starting to look better than what we had before. A little bit over here. What we had before was a giant mess. Applying highlights. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do the cabin. For the cabin, I'm gonna use some burnt umber, some sienna, and I'm gonna apply color over here. So I'm applying some burnt umber under the eaves, just make it darker. I may add some black as well, right here, just for the shadow area, and this side as well. And I'm just going to use some umber to blend that. I'm going to clean my brush, pick up some of that umber again. And then clean the brush again, pick up some of that sienna, and just blend the whole thing, get a nice smooth transition. I'm gonna pick up some purple, maybe a touch of that umber and black. And I'm gonna go ahead, indicate the roof. Some umber for this area, we didn't get a good coverage here. It's gonna get snow, but it's gonna be in the shadow side. So we're gonna make a darker value of that purple. And I'm gonna come up here and apply some indication of snow. Maybe a little brighter. Maybe over here get some light. Maybe on top as well. Very delicate. Just like so. Alright, so okay. So we're gonna have two giant trees over here, same as that one. So this area is gonna be covered, but for here I'm gonna apply some details. Maybe we get away with some green and some burnt umber. And we're gonna go ahead and just block this area, indication of some maybe overgrown bushes and everything. Maybe just introduce some green into the mix. We'll see if we can show some green here. And then our snow area is gonna be here. So this area is gonna be covered by snow. Maybe one more over here. Just apply the underpainting for it, and this whole area is going to be covered by snow. maybe a few more over there. The whole area is going to be covered by more snow. So some of this dark under the rocks, try to keep. It looks good. Some highlight for this rock over here. So I'm going to use the corner of the brush. Same idea like that tree. Hopefully we don't have to redo this tree. So on the top we're not going to put lots of leaves and branches. A little bit more paint on the brush. Picking up some dark, maybe even some purple. Yeah, it's giving some character to this. Branches. Alright, before we highlight the tree, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some umber and some sienna and indicate the trunk of this tree over here. Maybe it comes up here, up to here. And I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of brown and sienna, burnt umber rather, and come down here and apply an indication of tree trunk. I'm going to pick up some of that purple, some of that lighter value purple, light purple, let's call it, for the rest of the painting. And I'm going to go ahead and extend this snowy area behind these trees, just like that. Now I'm going to pick up my round brush. I'm going to make a fairly darker mix of that purple for the first highlight of the tree, and that's going to be like snow cover. And I'm going to come up here. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and just look at the branches that we have and the leaves and stuff like that, the way the shape of the tree, and we're going to go ahead and apply the highlight. And we're going to leave some dark in between. I guess that's the key for it to work. I'm gonna have 4 more trees over here, so it's gonna be the same process. So probably I'm gonna spend some time on this, and then the rest of the tree I probably have to either time lapse it or just do it and bring you back, because it's gonna be same idea with the fan brush and the dark base, and then the highlight. Basically, it's not going to be any different. I'm just tapping, as we move down to the base of the tree, obviously the leaves gonna get bigger, so the highlight is gonna get larger. So the tree that I painted next to the cabin, it's covered completely. It was a waste of time. putting it over there. Now we're going to go with a bit lighter value. Now with the same brush and same snow color that we had, I'm just going to come over here and lightly tap on the tree trunk, as you see here, and bring it down and just continue with the lay of the land. Apply some indication or suggestion of the snow, and behind it also with the darker value, of that purple, and indicate some maybe some on the actual trunk over here, maybe some over here. Now I'm going to go ahead with the same brush and the lighter mix that we had. Go ahead, apply few highlights, final touch-ups to the tree. Soften a few areas. I'm going to go a bit lighter here to create some contrast against the roof of the cabin. Stand back, take a look. See how it looks. Maybe some thicker snow sitting up there. And some glider put down here, right in the foreground. Now I may add maybe a bit of white into the whole thing and get some super highlight down here. Now while I have all this purple on the palette and the umber, we're not gonna waste that. Let's go ahead and drop a road here, and so we can finish this segment of the painting and bring this area into the road and paint our road. Most of this brown that I'm applying here is going to be covered. Yes, since we had it on the palette, we're going to use it as a underpainting for this road. And when you paint roads, be mindful of the perspective. As it moves away from you, it should be narrower, and in the front, the foreground, wider. Have some snow coming here into the road, and the base of this tree is going to be dark. Alright, so we have our purple, and we add some lighter value of that purple to it. Instead of using white, I'm just using a lighter value of the purple. And we're going to make a darker mix for mid-tone for this tree. And I'm going to come down here and let's see if this color works. Yes, for mid-tone. And we're going to apply some impression of snow maybe on this tree. Maybe some snow here. just a few highlights for this small tree over here. I'm gonna go ahead and drop my tree over here, and I'm using the corner of the fan brush, and I'm using mainly burnt umber and black to drop the dark tone of it. So this tree can start from somewhere around here. And I'm going to use the corner of the brush, and it's going to be the same process as any other evergreen trees that you paint. It's just the end process is going to be different. Instead of highlighting it, we're going to apply snow. This is basically the same process as the other trees, as I explained. It's going to be more of the same. Now we're going to bring this in front of this tree. Right, so we're going to go ahead and apply our highlight to this tree. Again, same process as the other trees. I'm probably going to make a separate video of this portion for a demonstration. So if you want to watch that, you're more than welcome. Take your time, take it slow, one brush stroke at a time. And we're going to come up here and drop another one like that one over here. Same idea. Same colors, same technique, basically the same. And I'm using the corner of the brush and apply my tree here. I'm picking up some of my purple and come over here. Maybe lighten up the purple a little bit. And indicate some land over here, some snow, maybe in the shadows. This area is not going to be as bright as this side. It's going to be in the shadows, so just going to indicate that it actually exists here, especially back there. I don't want to indicate much of details, so maybe some darker value. That's even too light. I'll fairly keep this area dark. But we are going to highlight some of these rocks with some snow. Same idea as the other ones. And bring it into the road. Obviously it's not going to be final highlight, just indicating what we're going to have. And some burnt umber and black, and just underpaint this area. You have to highlight the tree, and then obviously we will be done with this side of the tree. Using mainly the side of the brush. I'm not going like that, just the side of the brush, and create this nice snow effect. This is a very good brush. If you don't have it in your brush supply, I think it's a very good idea to invest in one of these things. Here, maybe big one. We're gonna go ahead with some orange, with some purple, and that's my orange. It's extremely tinted with white. It's same sky color. We're gonna go ahead and apply impression of snow. I'm gonna mix that with a tiny bit of purple. I apologize for the dirty palette. I have to get a new palette. And we're gonna go ahead and work on the road. Not much details in the distance. Some purple. As we move forward, we're going to blend that with the orange that we had. And start using mostly purple now. Work our way toward the front. Now it's up to you if you want to give some texture and some, to the land, if you want to paint the snow flat, or if you want to go something like that and give the road some texture and some, ups and downs and stuff like that. It's really up to you. You can do both. Maybe some areas, over here, for example. You can create shapes and stuff like that, whatever it is that is covered by snow. Or you could just go flat. It's up to you. I'm just gonna maybe we do something in between. Maybe some highlights here. Some snow sitting over here. Some darker value at the base. Whenever you apply a highlight, make sure you are mindful of the shadows as well. That's a lesson I learned from Bob Ross. Whenever there is a highlight, there is a shadow. God bless the man. God bless his soul. And maybe some of that sky color over here. And some purple. Now for this area, we're mostly using darker purple or violet. So I'm creating some details, maybe some areas are snow covered, maybe some areas not, maybe there are gravels on the road, and due to snow, we have some textures on the road, for example, stuff like that. It's up to you. Sometimes you have to imagine that if you're not using any reference photo. Sometimes you have to use a reference photo. So we're gonna come here and just apply that color here. Now behind this rock, I'm not gonna go light. I'm gonna go a bit darker and make a bit darker of that violet and soften it a bit. Over here as well. And as I apply this color, and they would blend. Just tapping on it, making sure they blend. and for here maybe a little lighter. Just by your brush stroke you can create texture on the road. Maybe a bit darker value, some highlights behind this rock, blend it. Stuff like this, you know, make the painting interesting, you know, the details that you put into it, especially in the foreground. Okay, I'm going to pick up some purple and get a little lighter value of it by mixing it with some white. And I'm going to go ahead and fix a few spots here. Just soften it a bit. Some shadow sides, some highlights to this snowy area. Get a soft transition. Maybe some over here as well, right here. Just soften a few. And just drop in indication of snow. Nothing special, same process, just have to work on it. And any spot that you see hard edges, you know, just soften it, because really in a snow scene, you know, you don't see a lot of hard edges. So I'm gonna just drop in, just make a lighter value for this rock a little bit. And just drop in some highlights here. Nothing fancy, just maybe we keep some dark back there. Just an indication of snow. And maybe for this one as well, a little bit lighter value. And some touch over here. It looks a little softer, looking a little better. Tiny bit, and I'm gonna come over here, just get rid of that dark over there as well. Working with a round brush. Few spots over there. All right, so I think at this stage I can go ahead and stop and call it done, even though, you know, really, you know, you could add more details if you wanted to, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it done. Thank you very much for clicking on this video. Thank you very much for watching it, and if you made it this far, please like, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you can, share this video with your friends, family, grandpa, grandma, anybody who's interested in art, and that's a great way to support the channel. And hopefully you can come back for more videos. Take care, happy painting, and I see you guys with another painting soon. Bye bye.